everyone, Daisy here again with another layout. Now this is one that I made a few weeks ago and I thought that the file had been corrupted, so I didn't do a voiceover for it, but then I found it and it seems to be working fine. So anyhow, here we go. I chose to use a bunch of products that I have bought from Peachy Cheap. I was thinking about trying out for the design team and I just missed the deadline, but so I decided what the heck, I would still go ahead and make this layout. I'm using some star stamps, and those are, I believe they were Peachy Cheap exclusive stamps. And I'm just using some black embossing powder. Sorry, I just completely drew a blank. And my Versamark ink, and I'm just doing kind of a rainbow selection of colors here. The picture I'm choosing to do is of my daughter when she was crossing over from daisies to brownies for Girl Scouts, and in the background there's a rainbow effect, and I chose to do kind of a lighter rainbow just to make the photo still be able to stand out a little bit and make it a little bit less kind of primary colors. So I'm just going to use part of this paper here, this watercolor effect paper. This is from the Paige Evans Take Me Away collection and one of my most favorite papers. So choosing to use this little bit of a scrap. And here are all the different stars that I heat embossed, and I'm going to fussy cut them out here. And I hope I don't make you watch me do that, but it looks like I'm gonna, so I apologize for that. I chose a bunch of my scraps to make these stars. I have some of the crepe paper, Hello Love. I have some American Crafts, is it Oh Girl, or I think it's Oh Girl, or My Girl maybe, from, I don't know, like 2012 or quite some time ago. I have some other just random pieces that I don't even know. I've had the scraps for so long that I don't remember where they came from. So I'm just going to cut all these out. And I'm really new to heat embossing, and I don't know if it's the embossing powder I have because it's a cheaper version or what, but I'm not a fan. Like, it seems to crack a lot, and I know when I'm cutting around like this that I'm kind of bending it and everything, but even when I'm not doing this technique, it seems to crack, and it doesn't cover very well even when I do multiple layers of the powder. So if anybody has any suggestions or tips on how to make that work out better, all ears. I do have to re-ink my Versamark pad because it is getting a little dry. But yeah, so anyhow, if you have any tips or anything, I would be grateful if you'd leave them down in the comments. So now I'm just going to arrange these around. And I'm going to use some more of these stamps from the Peachy Cheap exclusive stamps. And these are words, and I think I'm going to stamp happy and sweet and maybe loved or so loved or something. Just some different sentiments from these stamps. And you did see me, I tested it out on the back because I wanted to make sure that it was going to fit in the star properly. So yeah, I'm just doing that, and I just use my Memento Tuxedo black ink to stamp those. And I just did it on the more plain kind of stars, the ones that didn't have a lot of pattern on them. And now I'm going through these wood veneer. I got these also from Peachy Cheap. They are Studio Calico, and I think it was like a 4-pack for like $8.99 or $9.99 or something like that. So if you haven't checked out the Peachy Cheap website, Enabler Alert, you're gonna love it. So I'm just trying to trim down one of these wood veneers, and this one said Happy Halloween. Excuse me, and that came from Michael's, and I trim off the Halloween. So Sorry about that. I trim off the Halloween because I thought I was going to use the Happy, and I don't think I end up using it because it was just too big. So now I'm pulling out some of these frames, and I don't remember if I actually make them work on the layout or not. But again, I got a like 4-pack of Simple Stories frames, so I have a ton of them. So, you know, I would love to get some of them used up. And I did pull out some of the wood veneer asterisks, and I kind of put them around the layout. And then I pulled out wood veneer word, and I can't see what it says right now because in my editing software I've got this tiny screen to work off of. It doesn't end up staying there, it moves to the other side eventually, but I do end up using the wood veneer word. So I just went through all those tile stickers and letter stickers and the different Simple Stories photo stickers. Those are again something that I got from Peachy Cheap, and I do end up using some of the tile stickers, and those are My Mind's Eye tile stickers. And here I'm replacing my background paper because I smudged some ink or something. I don't remember. I dropped something on it and it got all smudged on the bottom, and so I couldn't cover it up with the design that I was doing, so I just chose to get a different piece of paper, and I actually will end up using that white background for something else. So as I'm moving them over, I'm just going to start adhering them, and for these stars I just chose to use some Zots, the glue dots, just because I thought it would be easier to get them to stick down. But I apologize for the mess on my desk. Somehow the way I have my camera now, you can see a lot more of my desk, whereas before it was really kind of more limited on what you could see. So now you can see how my desk usually looks while I am scrapbooking. I am a complete and total messy scrapbooker. I mean, everything's on my desk. I keep all my scraps. I usually don't throw away the little pieces of garbage. I mean, it just all ends up in a big pile. And then I try to put away what I'm done, but you know, every few layouts I'll go through and I'll clear it all off and start all over again. But just using my glossy accents here to adhere all this down. And I used that epoxy letter suite. That is from the Heidi Swap epoxy words, and those I also got from Peachy Cheap. I'm telling you, it's a fantastic website. Everything's cheap, and I have a little bit of a problem with it. I actually had to stop going and checking the website all the time because, yeah, I get in trouble that way. But I'm just using these cardstock stickers, and they are Heidi Swap. Something for the memory planner from a long time ago. And I used some of the little cardstock sequins, and I'm going to use the word Cherish and then a little banner up at the top. And I love how this turned out. It is probably one of my favorite layouts that I've made in a while. It wasn't done with a sketch or anything, so which is unusual for me, but I just really enjoyed making it. So I hope you enjoy the video. We're getting to the end here. Thanks for watching. If you could please like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.